Hi. So it's been a couple of weeks now on my weight loss journey, my fitness resolution, and so far so good. I lost 3 pounds the first week and now another 2 pounds. So what I've been doing, I've been using the new stepper that I got. I've been using that every other day, so I'll do 1,000 steps, which burns 140 calories. Michelle's been using it as well. She'll do 3,000 steps because she's more ambitious and she's a lot younger, and she has fun with it. To me, it's not fun, it's a necessity, but anyway, so I do that every other day, and then on the alternate days, I do things like I walk around with the pedometer, which makes me take some extra steps. Now, there was one day where I've gone through a lot of really stressful things lately, and I suffer from anxiety and PTSD, so things that I can't control tend to really trigger my anxiety. So anyway, long story short, I was going through a really bad day and there was a situation beyond my control and I was spiraling, and I just kept pacing. I was pacing and pacing up and down the halls and up and down the stairs. I managed to walk 12,000, more than 12,000 steps that day. So that was amazing, and that was just getting out that nervous energy because I was dealing with things that were driving me nuts. But anyways, so yeah, sometimes you don't have to have like a set workout. Like I've been doing cardio dance as well, and I'll be doing strength training and Tabata, and using the stepper and the pedometer, just walking around, but also just life. Life can be a workout. Like for instance, snow day. There was so much snow, even though it was light, fluffy snow, it was so heavy because there was just so much of it. It was so deep. So I hurt my back and my arms and my legs, everything, shoveling snow for like over an hour. And then finally I was done, came in, had a shower, relaxed. I look out the window. The plow had gone through and left a big iceberg at the bottom of the driveway. I'm like, are you kidding me?
So this is definitely a workout. I'm not even halfway done. My arms and my wrists and shoulders and back are aching. It's soft, fluffy snow, but it's so deep that it's heavy to try to lift it. So yeah. Anyways, Michelle's having fun. Mama is not. All right.
But at least shoveling snow, it burns 200 calories an hour. So that's my workout. You know, I'm not going to do anything more than that day. That'll do. So as I mentioned before, I have gone through this process before, losing weight and then when you put it back on, but this is not my first time. And in the past, what worked was working out, cardio, Jillian Michaels, and cutting my calories. So today I want to talk a bit about the weight loss equation. Now obviously if you increase your calories and decrease your exercise, you're going to gain weight. So this is what happened to me last year. With the pandemic, we're home all the time, we're not getting nearly the same exercise, we're not going out, we're not walking as much. I wasn't doing my yoga anymore, I wasn't doing anything. So the other thing that I used to do, I used to count my calories. Now that keeps you accountable because you're making a note of it, and you tend to eat less when you know you have to account for it. So last year I reached a point where I'm like, I was just done counting calories. I just didn't want to. And what happened too is sometimes I would forget to do it at the end of the day and I would get behind. So if I got a few days behind, it was then excruciating trying to remember what did I have for breakfast 3 days ago. Like it was impossible. So I just got fed up and I thought, to hell with it. Well, now that I wasn't like counting them on paper, that kind of was a slippery slope where now like I was eating a lot more because now I wasn't even accounting for it. Like we'd make cookies, and how do you make cookies from scratch and not eat half the tray? Like if I had to write it down, I probably wouldn't have had 6 cookies at a time, right? So I got so used to counting calories for so many years that it was just natural to me. Like I could look at a food and know how many calories just instantly. I just know off the top of my head. Now, of course, now they have fancy like Fitbit and whatever, and they have all these apps and things where I'm sure it would track and tell you how many calories. But you can just get in the habit of looking at the nutritional information on foods and know what they have. Like I know that a slice of bread has 100 calories. I know that a banana has 100 calories and an apple's 80 and things like that. So I was used to it, and by counting calories, it was keeping me accountable, and I wasn't really trying to lose weight, I was just maintaining. So like I was having about 1,500 calories a day and just maintaining. Problem is when you get older, you have to actually take in fewer calories and exercise more just to maintain. Never mind losing weight, just to maintain. You have to work that much harder, so it is very frustrating. But last year I went off the rails and I just stopped counting, and I just let myself go, and I wasn't stepping on a scale, so I didn't even know how much I'd gained. So I went up to 170. So now, after doing this, I've been gone down to 165. So today I want to talk about the weight loss equation. So basically, to lose weight, you have to burn more calories than you're taking in. So fewer calories and more exercise. So if you eat more, you have to exercise more. Like it's all about balance. It's not about starving yourself. Basically dieting, just dieting, like it doesn't work, because if you feel deprived, if you're cutting out, like my mom said, oh, if you want to lose weight, just cut out all the sugar and all the salt and cut out all the flavor out of everything. Like, don't have gravy. You know what? What's the point of living if you can't have gravy on your mashed potatoes? Like, I'm sorry, but I am going to have gravy. I'm going to have, like she said, not to have dip with your vegetables. Well, no, because if I have the dip, it makes the vegetables more delicious. So I will have more celery and carrots and cucumbers if there's dip on it. If there's no dips, like it's torture just trying to eat one carrot. So to me, it makes more sense. Have a little bit of something that's going to add flavor rather than just punishing yourself with bland, tasteless food, okay? Like anything where you feel so deprived, you're not gonna be able to stick to that. It's not livable. So to me, my diet, I'll do a separate video on diet and what I'm eating, but to me, it's just about eating a little bit less, eating healthier, like having more fruits and vegetables and drinking more water, but still have those things that you love, at least a little bit, because otherwise, you know, you're not going to stick to it. You're going to feel deprived, and then you're going to rebel, and you're going to end up gaining it all back anyway. So to me, it's about being realistic. The most important thing is not just changing your diet, but exercising. You have to move more. So I want to talk about a couple of things that you may or may not have heard of, BMR and BMI. Now, what is BMR? Basal metabolic rate. This is how many calories your body burns just existing. So if you didn't move a muscle, if you just laid there all day, BMR is the amount of calories that you will burn just breathing and keeping your organs functioning. And so because calories are energy. So when you see like what is a calorie? It's a unit of energy. Your body does need that energy to function. But if you're taking in more calories than your body can use, it's stored as fat, because your body sees it, okay, this is future energy, we're gonna put this away for another day. Because, you know, if we were in a survival situation where there was no food and you were starving, you would be able, your body could draw on those stores. But I mean, realistically, most of us, we're not probably starving, and we're eating way too much. So to calculate your BMR, your basal metabolic rate, you multiply your weight by 10. So for me, okay, I started off at 170 pounds, so that would be 1,700 calories a day. That is how much just existing my body would be burning. Now, most days I probably was having that, but I had so many cheat days where, you know, I'd have a whole tray of cookies and I was probably doing like 2,500 calories a day. So anything above the basal metabolic rate, you're going to gain weight. So they say to add another 30% if you have a sedentary lifestyle, 40% if you are somewhat active, and 50% if you're very active. Now, I don't worry about any of that because to me that's too much temptation just to have more calories. To me, just looking at the basic BMR, okay, so mine would have been 1700. So what I'm trying to do is have 1500 calories or less a day. So that's already, I'm at a deficit, right? Because that's, 200 calories less than my body needs. So that's gonna hopefully burn a little bit of fat. On top of that, I'm exercising, and any exercise that you take, that's burning calories. For example, on the stepper, I'm burning 140 when I do 15 minutes on that with 1,000 steps. When I do, you don't always have to be doing a workout. Like maybe you don't feel like doing jumping jacks, or you don't want to do cardio and you don't want to do a stepper. Even just doing stuff around the house burns calories, like shoveling the driveway. What are some of the things? Driving, like when I looked up based on my weight and everything, I would burn 140 calories an hour driving. So when I had to commute like 2 hours, that's, to me, I've burned 280 calories doing that. So everything burns some calories. Vacuuming burns 100 calories in half an hour. Walking burns 200 calories an hour, so that's 100 calories for half an hour. Standing, just standing. If you're standing instead of sitting, standing burns 100 calories an hour. Climbing stairs burns 1,000 calories an hour. So, I mean, you don't want to go up and down the stairs for an hour, let's be honest, but you could do like half an hour for 500, and 15 minutes would burn 250. So climbing the stairs is actually really good exercise. But of course now we have the stepper, and that's more fun than just, going up and down flights of stairs. And then it tracks how your time and your calories and everything. So yeah, the more you move, the more you are burning those calories. And another thing is if you do some strength training, so lifting some weights, now you don't want to hurt yourself. Start off small and then work up to bigger weights. But building muscle is very important because muscle burns fat efficiently. And once you have built muscle, that raises your BMR. Like now you are naturally just going to be burning more calories just to maintain those muscles. So muscle is your friend. I know when I was working out before and I was doing Jillian Michaels cardio workouts, there was always a strength training component. And at some points I would get frustrated because I'd keep checking the scale and I felt like I wasn't losing enough weight to show how hard I was working. But I think what was happening with muscle does weigh more than fat. So don't always trust the number on the scale. If you're working really hard, where you're going to see it is in the mirror and in your clothes. If you're going to see that you're getting slimmer, it might not show in the numbers because you might be building muscle, but then later on, that's going to be burning fat. You're going to be raising your metabolism. So in the long run, that's going to be better. So yeah, it can be very discouraging when you're trying to get fit. And I know because I've gone through this before. That's why I wanted to share this, because I thought I'm likely to get discouraged and just give up. But if I'm sharing the videos, this is going to keep me accountable because I don't like to fail, especially publicly. So if I'm doing this, I'm going to commit to this and I'm going to go the duration. I want to lose 35 pounds by May. So far, so good. I'm going to slowly, each week, hopefully lose 2 pounds. And yeah, get to my goal. In the past, I wanted to lose weight really quickly, and even some of the workouts, like one of them, the 1 week shred, you're supposed to lose a lot of weight in that 1 week. That's if you're cramming for an event, like it's before your wedding and you want to fit into your dress or something. But to me, it's healthier, and they say it's much healthier to just lose weight slowly, 1 or 2 pounds a week. Now you also have to consider losing weight as a percentage of your overall body weight. Like when you see people on those shows and they're hundreds of pounds overweight and then they drop 10 pounds. Well, 10 pounds to them is not the same as it is to you if you only need to lose 30 pounds, right? So it's all a percentage. So BMR is your basal metabolic rate. That's what your body burns naturally. BMI is your body mass index. This is the ratio of your height and weight. So this is the percentage of your body that is fat. There's a complicated calculation to figure this out, or you could just look at a chart like this one. So at 5'7" and 170 pounds, my BMI is 27. So that's in the overweight category. I'm not grossly overweight. I'm not obese or morbidly obese, but I am overweight. So the goal would then would be to get it down to between 19 and 24. I mean, to me, ideally, I'd like to have a BMI around 20. I think I did get it down to 19 at one point in my weight loss journey, but I'm trying to be somewhat realistic. So to be between 120 pounds and 150 pounds is what's considered healthy for me. So when I get on the scale, because my scale comes with a BMI calculator, and apparently according to that I'm at like 29 instead of 27 BMI, but anyway. So the key is to eat less, eat healthier, track your calories, be accountable, because that will automatically, just writing it down, it makes you think about it. It's like, okay, this cookie's 100 calories. Do I really want to add that, knowing that it's going to take me 15 minutes on a stepper to burn that off? Is it really worth it? And things like drinks. Okay, I stopped having regular Coke a long time ago because 150 calories or whatever it is, it's too much. Having your calories coming from beverages, those are wasted calories. So I only have Coke Zero, or for a while I loved the Diet Pepsi Cherry. They don't make it anymore. So now I usually have Diet Dr. Pepper or Coke Zero. And because then it's 0 calories, no calories from drink. It's still not good for you, but at least it's 0 calories, and it is a treat. I enjoy it. Also, I'm trying to have more water. I don't like water except when I'm really thirsty after a workout, but I am trying to drink more water because that fills you up, cleans out your system. It's just good for so many things. Stay hydrated, so more water. Having things like juice, I mean, it's better to get your vitamin C from the actual fruit. It is far better to have an apple at 80 calories and all that fiber than to have a glass of apple juice, which is, I don't know, crazy calorie, like 200 calories. It's more than pop, I'll tell you that. So yeah, and alcohol, I don't drink alcohol at all, but a lot of empty calories there as well. So just watching your calories and tracking them, that will help you on the diet end. And then on the exercise end, just any movement. Like the more you do, the better. But anything you do, like even if you're just sitting, just moving at all, like just standing up instead of sitting, taking the stairs instead of the elevator, the more walking around the house, doing chores around the house, like everything that you do is going to be burning those calories. So just stay as active as you can, so you can start small. But yeah, so I just wanted to talk a bit about that, and in future videos I'll be talking about diet, showing like a sample of what I eat, because I know a lot of people that have these diet and fitness videos and whatever, they'll tell you to eat raw food and eat all these fancy gourmet nutritious meals, and I am not fancy, and there's no way I'm getting these exotic ingredients and making these gourmet obscure meals. Like, it's not happening. I still want to eat just real food. I still want to eat grilled cheese and macaroni and cheese and hot dogs, and I can still do that and keep track of my calories and still have enough fruits and vegetables and healthy food to balance it all out. It's all about balance and watching your calories and increasing your exercise. So yeah, I'll keep you posted. So